King of the Road. Thanks again for watching the King of the Road show. I'm Jim King. Stay with me. Later in this program, we'll begin our visit to the Texas Renaissance Festival, which will wrap up another very successful season on Sunday, November 29th. On the recent Saturday that we attended, there was probably over 30,000 people there. Before we cruise to TRF, let's wrap up our exclusive interview and concert footage with singer-songwriter Stoney LaRue. In 2002, LaRue led the Organic Boogie Band and released Downtown, recorded in private sessions at Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa, and mixed in a trailer on the side of a cliff in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. LaRue's 2005 follow-up, the Red Dirt album, reached the Billboard sales chart in its debut year. The next year, Stoney released his first live record, Live at Billy Bob's. Cruise back to the Dixie Dance Hall with me in downtown Beaumont for the conclusion of our Stoney LaRue coverage.
You're going to be on TV, y'all. Got a couple of cameras out there, and if they decide to look at you, don't flip them off, okay, this time. Just wait a few minutes.
Stoney LaRue, he's originally from Taft, Texas. I think you were born there.
Yeah, not too far from here.
And raised in Oklahoma. And you went to Stillwater when you were young and
very young, about 15 years old.
15. Is that where your family moved?
Well, yeah, I moved out of my granddad's house in southeast Oklahoma to my dad's house in Oklahoma City, or Stillwater, Oklahoma. And then I moved out that same year at 15 and finished high school and went to the Army, came back and found Cody and Jason and Mike McClure and all those guys.
A Great Divide, I remember them. They were big. They had a big run in the 90s.
That's right.
Yeah, Mike McClure was the lead singer. They kind of reminded me of a Creedence Clearwater Revival a little bit.
They definitely had that style. I guess Mike's, his voice, and his energy, definitely, that's very similar.
Yeah, well, you're a great entertainer, and you guys kind of founded that whole movement, the Red Dirt thing. I mean, you're one of the pioneers of that, aren't you?
Well, of the more accepted, I guess, the more, there was a lot of people, I say a lot of people, there's a handful of people before us that, they brought it to a certain level, like in Europe and places like that. I'm talking about the Red Dirt Rangers and Bob Childers, who's recently passed, and Tom Skinner, and just a lot of those guys, Greg Jacobs, and just a lot of those guys that we really looked up to and still look up to and still are writing wonderful hit songs, and I'm singing a few of them in my show, plan on recording them, but they brought it to a certain level, and then it seemed like whenever ragweed became accepted and known around Texas, then bowling came immediately after, and then we came immediately after that, and it was pretty neat. It's like its own movement happened in a very short time, and it's still happening. It's pretty cool.
Stillwater, Oklahoma. They ought to name that In the Water, because there must be something in the water there, because I mean, Garth Brooks isn't too far from there.
That's right.
He's a little different in Nashville, mainstream kind of,
but still talented and still writing songs. And you're definitely right.
That whole region has a lot of big stars that came out of there. Of course, Texas too. And here you are in Beaumont, Texas. You're no stranger here. You've been here a bunch of times. Beeville?
Yeah, I've heard it called a few different things, but I like
Beaumont, I've heard that.
Have you heard that?
Nah, off the record.
Yeah, off the record, sure.
We'll edit that, right? No.
Gonna find me solid gone. When that sun come up, you're gonna find me solid gone. When you wake up this morning, you gonna know you done me wrong.
Yeah, I've been here a few times and at a few different bars, and I've been here with Ragweed. I've been here on my own. I've been here with Dirks, and it's always fun. I never
It's a good audience, isn't it? Here?
Oh, it's always great.
Southeast Texas. They're
Always
rowdy.
a great audience.
You got any new tats since we saw you last?
I do. Let's see. I got the one for Bob Childers at White Buffalo,
Oh, cool.
and that's Lakota Tribe for the Second Coming, and it's very protected and sacred.
Do you have a special tattoo parlor you go to?
Well, not particularly. Now, this is one of my favorite tattoos, and I got this one in Little Rock, 7th Street Tattoos in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Went back there about a month ago, and I asked if I could get another one. They said, we don't make appointments on Saturdays, so you're going to have to come back. I was like, I really thought I had an in on this deal. But
you said, hey, I'm Stoney LaRue, come on.
Well, I don't pull that card because, for whatever reason, I think that'll come back to bite me in the hiney.
Yeah.
But I did get 2 bluebirds up on my chest, and it was the most painful tattoos I've had. I don't have any rib tattoos, and I heard those are pretty painful.
Yeah, I've heard that too, or the top of the foot.
Oh, yeah.
That would hurt.
Just anywhere with, skin on bone or whatever.
It's kind of hard to show you, but I finally got one.
You did?
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Does it have a crown on it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's my. Well, I'll just show you here. It's the logo. I got that in there.
All
It says
right.
King of the Road underneath, but it covers my whole arm here. It's kind of hard to see. It's cold today.
I can see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
part of that.
Yeah. But
Show me after the cameras.
Suddenly, I started having flashbacks of my tattooing in Bridge City.
does this make my bicep look any bigger? Can we do something about that, Flipper? Yeah, I got it for my 50th birthday.
50?
I'm 50.
That's so hard to believe.
You're 30.
32.
32 now?
Yeah,
Okay.
32 now.
Yeah, I'm 50, yeah.
That's unbelievable. You don't look a day over, like, I'd say 38, really.
Really?
Serious. Maybe it's because you keep so good care of your skin.
That could be it. I appreciate your time, man. Can't wait for
It's
the
always
show.
a pleasure seeing you, man.
Good
Looking
to
forward
see
to
you.
hanging tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, come tomorrow morning, you're gonna find me solid gone. When that sun come up, you're gonna find me solid gone. Ah, when you wake up this morning, you're gonna know you done me wrong. Ah, when you wake up this morning, you're gonna know you done me wrong. Well, child. Ooh, baby, what was it? Did I drink too much?
Hope you've enjoyed our visit with singer-songwriter Stoney LaRue at the Dixie Dance Hall in downtown Beaumont. I can't come to the Texas Renaissance Festival without visiting my old friend Huron the Centaur, doing that horse's butt thing, I like to call it.
Yeah, well, I just trying to hang out and do it half-assed,
Coming up next, we'll cruise to the Texas Renaissance Festival near Plantersville.